into Midgar.
21 ninjas drop in, but only one can come back out.
All right, let's get that high-end emotes going in the chat. Get the energy going as 21 ninjas are going to drop in, as I just said. We just had a ton of good action. Last match came down to a melee kill on a ninja. What are we going to see this time? I predict a lot of gunplay and a lot of fire.
A lot of gunplay, a lot of fire. We saw a lot of that in the first round as well, so I can only imagine it will stick to that similar playstyle. As more than half the lobby have approached this map from the west. Wonder how many people are going to opt to spread out and go to a more distant location. How many people, like the train graveyard here, is just going to be full of people. As Noxium and Ducky have already engaged on each other. Noxium dropping down next to Ducky, who has already found some loot. A bio making Noxium rethink this early engagement. He drops over and grabs a gun right over here.
As Poneglyph in some
out of the warehouse right now. Noxium already tried to do the melees, but the bio is taking his health down ever closer. Ducky just needs to land one more hit. There it goes with the shuriken in the back.
Unfortunate drop for Nox again.
Let's take a break.
And over here, Mr. Poneglyph was in his own fight as somebody dropped on top of him as well.
He took down Rancid, I believe.
Rancid Bogart. Yes. This is who that was.
Ducky takes down Nox, and Poneglyph takes down Rancid. High-end action already.
Yinvan has already found somebody as well, as Laurald is attempting to run away from Yinvan on his Chocobo. It's going to be a little bit difficult to outrun a Chocobo even as a ninja. Doing whatever he can to try to find this little ninja who's hiding from him inside of this building. Probably doesn't want to try to follow him inside though. But down
doesn't look like
inside of the building with the spot with the hot melee attacks. The final attack of the melee combo managing to connect. The gravity from Laurent forcing Yinvan to retreat back out of the building as Laurent rotates back around the other direction, looking to try and make just a little bit of space between him and his pursuer.
Sorry, I was trying to say, I don't think either of them have health potions, so this is very interesting as Ren McCary takes down Poneglyph.
I imagine he'd be looking for Ducky pretty soon here too, as Lauraldo's doing whatever he can to desperately stay alive, closing that door so Yinvan doesn't have an easy access aim to him. I wonder if, keep in mind though, the longer both of these competitors hover around this building fighting each other, the longer it's going to take for either of them to get any loot or experience. So while they're dancing with each other here, everybody else is getting levels and loot.
See a couple other candidates close together, but for the most part, everybody's spread out except for these in the sewer system.
I wonder if Yinvan realizes Laurent called to the top and finally has decided to give up the chase and go back to get some loot of himself. Laurent gets to breathe a sigh of release. And indeed, Ducky and Ren McCary have found each other in the train graveyard here. This section of the map is going to have a few more ghosts to come from the afterlife.
Lost Soul is at 1 health. Did Lost Soul get hit by a bio from somebody?
Or a Tonberry.
Oh, that might have been what it was.
We have Ducky and Ren McCary dueling each other right now as Ducky opens fire on Ren McCary. Oh, it goes down himself to Ren McCary's devastating aim. It's going to be difficult for Ducky to rotate around. He's trying to use the walls to his advantage and pops a potion and trying to get whatever health back he can. A bio going wide, not managing to win a Ducky. But a very interesting placement as Ducky cannot use the side of that train to poke out. Ren McCary taking some gunshots from Vidoki, who has already approached onto this fight right now. Ducky hops off and is trying to find a good angle at which to approach Vidoki from, but that shotgun is really devastating in his hands. Ducky has just felt that firsthand. Being forced to retreat into Ren McCary, who has decided that that is the easier combatant of the two. Vidoki is following in from behind, though, as Ren managed to get a little bit of
Vidoki's chasing with a Wraith, a gold Wraith, and hitting some good shots. One more shot will definitely take down Ducky.
It's a very, very desperate health that he's sitting at right now, as Vidoki has changed targets, and I think he's located Rin on the other side of these buildings. If he didn't before, he definitely sees Rin now as he open fires with that raid. Fire flying wide and not managing to knock Vidoki away. And a little bit more gunfire is exchanged, as not a whole lot is done from that. There's a little bit of poking back and forth. He forces Rin Makiri to use a pot right now. But he changes his target, decides to go and get some more transportation instead. It's interesting to see what Rin Makiri is going to try to do here, as he is rapidly running away.
Sector 17 is Sector 7 is getting really interesting. Sorry, I was trying to switch to candidate 17, and I said Sector 17. There is 3 people, but I think they all are dispersing now.
Ducky was forced off this way, though, looting up a couple of buildings nearby and trying to get whatever potions he can. I think he's sitting on nothing at the moment. He's been in non-stop fighting since the start of this game.
12 and 4. I was just gonna say 12 and 4 are not next to each other, and that is Loverath takes down. I didn't see who number 4 was.
Lost Soul, man.
Lost Soul.
Somewhere in the distance.
I was just about to switch over to them as I saw them get close together, and I did not switch fast enough because I was on most kills, not by number, and I couldn't find number 4.
I hate that.
Switch back though. Like look at the candidate list.
Vidoki and Grim Reaper have found each other in Sector 7, though.
Provax goes down to a monster.
Ooh, that's interesting. Grim Reaper and Vidoki both hop off their bird. Both of them exchanging some fire. Down goes, I think that was Grim Reaper's chocobo. Grim Reaper taking some gunshots at Ooh, chocobo instead. And it's done a lot of damage between the two, as they're doing whatever they can to stay out of harm's way.
Vidoki definitely has the better gun situation here.
Goes down. The Chocobos goes down to Grim Reaper's gunshots just as Vidoki tries to hop on top of it. The zone is pushing in. It's going to be forcing both of these competitors to move in towards where it's safe. Grim Reaper taking some heavy damage as both of them are starting to take a bath inside of the Mako.
Grim Reaper also has bio on them, so this is going to be a little tough to get out of this situation. As I said, Vidoki has a Wraith compared to the Infernal on Grim Reaper, so it's going to be tough to win this gunfight.
Comes down to accuracy. And a little bit more Wraith shots go wide as Grim Reaper is trying to do what he can to rotate back to the safety of the zone. A beautiful blind coming down. Vidoki hopping down after it, but Grim Reaper blows himself up with that fireball. Almost manages to take down Vidoki, but Vidoki takes down the Grim Reaper with a well-placed shotgun shell.
Very interesting to see the ninjas just consistently try to hop over each other. And it comes down to just, I don't even think it's like, it's not a better positioning. It comes down to like a simple mispositioning, because you have to try to predict where you need to put your next shot or your next fireball, because you have to predict that ninja jump, that double jump. And people are trying to do that, but it comes to see that more times than not, they're landing in something rather than landing a shot on somebody else. And it's very fun to see that dynamic happen.
Oh yeah. Ooh, Endless Pain managed to take down Yenvon somewhere in the distance. Myth and Soja have started to engage with each other. Doesn't seem like it's I think I might have switched over to the end of the engagement as Zenith is running away, but he's taking some hefty damage from somewhere. Who is shooting at him right now?
Whoever it was is shooting back at Soja as well.
Oh, Karma up there on the wall. I see him now.
That was also
has to come in for a very nice third party on this engagement, forcing Soja to run back. And, who was that right here? Z-Myth uses a blind and starts rotating away from the scene of the crime.
So Karma actually pushed them out so that Karma could get down to the upgrade booth there.
Ah, smart. Soja is riding around on top of that motorbike. Karma pops back outside of the warehouse and sees Soja right there on the bike. Hops off and tries to land some gunshots, but does not manage to get any. In comes Vidoki instead, almost. He tries for the bike spin, but the Chocobo was just far too fast and flighty to get hit by that.
Lost Souls does clarify in the chat that it was a Tonberry, so unfortunately it gets down to 1 health because of a Tonberry, and then gets in a bad situation afterwards, trying to loop back up, and is taken off of the map.
Yeah, you gotta watch out for those Tonberries. They're dangerous, scary little guys.
Embarking.
Is looking to try and get a little bit of loot up now. Now that he's visited the upgrade station, he's looking for a little bit more ammo and potions. Soja nearby with his giver chocobo. He does manage to take whatever that was gifted to him. So hopefully that'll come in handy for him later. Vidok is nearby and sees Soja driving or riding on by when that rainbow chocobo and opens fire, but doesn't manage to land a whole lot of damage on him.
Monsters.
Unit in the sentry tower nearby aims a spell, does not manage to hit that fireball though. And Soja comes riding by. Oh no, Zenith's taking some heavy damage from Vidoki's Wraith right now. Is run into the building trying to get a semblance of safety. He is driving into that building. Oh, actually, Fake coming into the building. Opens up the door and tosses in a bio instead of the camera. And the comes though is Soja into the building trying to finish off that kill with Smith. As bios come down, I'm not quite sure what is going on as Fusion are exchanging rapid fires of spells. Soja going down, I think, to the Thunder. Sorry.
It was shotgun.
Going down to the Thunder. Oh, it was shotgun.
Yeah, they were in there doing bio, thunder, and shotguns at each other nonstop, but Vidoke comes in and takes over for the third party and cleans up that kill there for his second kill.
Clean shot all the time. Ooh, somebody's just opened fire on him now. His Karma off in the distance, taking these engagements out of range that he's comfortable with. Dropping Vidoki down to only about 60% health in the meantime. Ren Mikiri hovering around the north side of the sewers. As up by Corneo's mansion, Aerlingus and Lister Bungie. There's a lot of fighting going on over here. Actually, we're gonna swap over and see what's here. Oh yeah, there's a heavy engagement. Endless Pain is under beset from Lister Bungie's shots. Ducky and Aerlingus fighting each other really close by right now. It's just an all-out war at the moment. Endless Pain trying to land a little bit more damage on Bungie, who is at 50% health. Bungie has pulled out the shuriken and is attempting to land a little bit of melee damage, but an Aerlingus shotgun from nearby pulls out the lethal gaze to finish off Lister Bungie. Ducky is retreated with a little bit of health loss, so I wonder if he can manage to find another potion or not. Endless Pain is rotating in to try and engage on Aerlingus, who's on top of this fight on an advantageous position. These shotgun shots are just flying wide with each other as Aerlingus is looking to try and get that favorable position. He does do a good job of keeping the height advantage right now. Endless Pain is doing whatever he can to try and get some gunshots in between. Aerlingus almost messes up that movement and drops down now. Ooh, yep, he's staying on top of the fight. Trying to rotate away, out comes a lethal gaze. Swapping between the shotgun and the lethal gaze, trying to get the damage out as fast as possible. And the shotgun. Endless Pain is rotating away as fast as he can. Lands a beautiful fireball on Aerlingus, knocking him further close to him. With that recovery. After Endless dropping Aerlingus down to about half health with several well-placed shotgun shells. Blizzard not able to do a whole lot of Endless just out of sight and just out of range. Rotating further and further away. They try to hop down this wall into safety, it looks like. Or you'd be able to have that as a backup. Couple of shots as punishment, though.
It seems like Aerlingus likes to play the mid-range in both the classes we've seen today. And it's just not comfortable at the long range as we see the shots coming down now from Endless Pain, who wants to keep the distance, it seems like.
Doing a good job taking to an uncomfortable range for Aerlingus. Perhaps he's found that same exact weakness of Aerlingus not wanting to engage at too far of a distance.
I mean, by this point, he has to know that Aerlingus has a shotgun, so he wants to keep the distance from that shotgun.
At the very least, force him to use the lethal gaze instead, but they have taken too long as Vidoki has just had his attention attracted this way. Aerlingus hopping off and is going for Vidoki's chocobo. On he goes, but a fireball and a shotgun accompanies him on the way out, landing some nice damage on him as they go. Aerlingus dropping to about half health and that stolen chocobo dropping even lower. Endless has pushed back in, is attempting to take aim at Vidoki off of the top of this mountain right here. Ooh, but it might have not been a good plan though, as Endless instantly drops to Vidoki's deadly Wraith.
Very nice shots from that Wraith there.
Unbelievable. That's the wonder of being able to aim on touchscreen. You can get some insanely accurate shots with that.
Yeah, as soon as you see that headshot, you just hold it right there.
Aer Lingus is hiding. Oh, actually, Aer Lingus is attempting to retreat further away. By now, he probably heard Vidoki's steps top of it. As he tries to rotate over for... Well, his Chocobo's already been shot and killed, it looks like. So he's not able to get that Chocobo back. A moment of remembrance for his Chocobo at the Choco stop.
We have a little bit of lull in the action here. We have the current high scores up on the screen. Let's take a look at the kills in this match so far. As I meant to do this by mistake. Most kills as Vidoke is coming away with 3 so far. Aer Lingus has 1. Larhart? Laralt. There we go. I'm missing the R. Has 1 kill. Remakiri has 1. Ducky the Duck also has 1. As Vidoke is taking some more shots down into sewer system here.
Yeah, he has found Aer Lingus hot gunfire close by, and I'm sure he's gonna try and pick off an easy kill with that. This is getting slower and slower for me. Holy cow!
Yeah,
it is going very slow.
Lesson Ghosh is opening fire on Aer Lingus and retreating away, using that potion to top his health back off. I wonder if Vidoke's going to be looking at this as Rin Makiri starts making his way in closer, attracted by the sounds of fighting.
I believe Vidoke actually rotated away. Because someone else was closer to them, I believe. As Ghosh rotates down into sewer, is going to try to reposition, does not want to take this fight right now.
I'd say that's a very smart choice, and he doesn't know that Rin Makiri is on his way in right now, or around in the sidelines. But doing this and retreating down into the sewers limits the chase path down to a single avenue. Which means even if there's a third party coming in, either it's going to be coming into Ghosh's face as he goes down into the sewers, or into Aer Lingus as he tries to chase him down into it.
And we did see that come into play in one of our fight nights where the sorcerer went down into that little closed area there and could not come away with a kill because it was just so much happening in such a small space, and because it wasn't the maneuverability of something such as a ninja. Just unfortunately gets in that fight as Vidoke takes down Sino Noir.
That's another kill to his list right there. Karma up on the mountains close by. Aer Lingus is waiting for, or he was waiting for Ghosh to try and come back up the stairs. Instead of trying to push him down instead. But Ghosh is he's already left the sewer.
Yeah.
He's trying to go into them, but he has gotten quite a bit of loot wandering inside of here.
Ghosh definitely has a style of play for the later phases.
Definitely. I agree with that kind of style as well. And it worked out for him as it let him qualify for the monk match last time, too.
Yeah, play to your strengths.
Play to your strengths. As I say again and again and again, it's not the person with the most kills that wins, it's the person that's left alive at the end.
Yeah.
A little bit different for competitive play, but...
I mean, this game is all about being situational and coming out on top in those situations, so you have to always play to what you think is going to be the best for you in that situation, as we see these two competitors come close to each other here.
Definitely. Ducky is... Oh, almost... Did he manage to get that bio? Did he manage to get that bio? He did! Lands a beautiful poison on Rin Makiri as he's trying to hide around the boxes right there. Ducky in hot pursuit. Gonna chase in after Rin Makiri, almost landing another bio as Rin teleports up to the top of the stairs nearby. He's gonna be able to rotate away from here very, very cleanly as Ducky was not able to push his advantage anywhere with that surprise poison.
Ducky's able to put down some gunfire though, doesn't quite land anything though.
No, unfortunately he lost his opportunity when Rin Makiri dropped down into the valley there. Ducky should have taken that opportunity to start shooting because Ren was just trying to use his blade shift to get up and out of the way, thinking that Ducky was already taking aim at him. But he was able to get away thanks to that. Vidoke and Rin Makiri, Aer Lingus. We have everybody grouping up right here right now with Rin Makiri stuck in the middle of it all. That was a very, very intelligent blind to get him out of danger, forcing Vidoke to change his target over to Aer Lingus on the pipe nearby. One shot lands and does massive damage already. A fireball as Aer Lingus tries to get onto the choke, but does even more. He just had to land one more shot, but was not able to get it as Aer Lingus ducks into safety inside of the pipe, using it to his advantage to try and heal up on that potion. Does manage to get away from Vidoke. Rin Makiri is hiding inside of the blinds to make sure nobody can shoot at him from a distance. Lesson Ghosh is nearby right now, and maybe he's going to try to hunt down Vidoke from the back. Doing a wonderful job of staying on the outside of the skirmish, though.
Let's get a move on.
Meanwhile, Vidoki seems to be intent on chasing down Aerolingus, who has managed to recover his health back. Vidoki is pushing in ever closer right now. Aerolingus pops up over the top on his Chocobo, tries to get that fire. Chocobo taking the brunt of that damage. Vidoki manages to take it out. Blizzard's bios fires. We see gunfire being exchanged between these two competitors. Very, very nice job of Vidoki jumping around and dodging all of these gunfires, swapping back and forth to the Wraith and the Shotgun to try and get some damage down.
Aerolingus is doing the same thing constantly. Just both of these two just double jumping. Every single shot in Fireball is like a millimeter off. They are so close to hitting each other.
This is kind of honestly the finals that I was expecting to see in the last game. Ninjas jogging and dancing around each other. All these bullets and shells flying back and forth. And not a whole lot being able to beat Lambda because it's just so dang hard to hit a ninja with fly. Less than go. Stuck in the Mako nearby. Unfortunately goes down to it. Aerolingus' turn to be stuck in the Mako, but a blade shift saves his life. It's not enough though, as Mako is pushing in fast. Vidoki's gonna get stuck by it if he's not careful right now. Aerolingus gets hit by that fireball, and Vidoki takes another kill, but he's not. Oh, he is finally out of the woods as the zone stops.
That fireball was so on point.
My goodness, 5 kills. Take our kill leader position in this lobby.
Aerolingus was able to get out of the gas, but that fireball just comes down and takes the kill. Unreal.
Rin Mikiri is taking some gunshots on the roofs nearby. Oh my gosh, I hate this glitch. There we go. Everybody is being pushed into the final circle as we have... Ooh, Laurent manages to finish off Ducky. Whoa. That was right here, too. I didn't manage to do that. I think a couple of Nucky headshots managed to get him off field. Oh, I see.
That's what it is. We have discovered. As we see, Vidoki is going to try to challenge this. Let's see how it goes. Here comes the flare thrower, though. With the fireball in return. Open fireball back.
Open fireball back. Oh, man.
Now, that was two ninjas going at each other.
Those are some on-point fireballs. Holy cow.
So the flare thrower comes into play, and Vidoki has the very quick reaction to double jump and fireball to cancel out that overpowered flare thrower, and is able to respond with a fireball back, but then takes a fireball to the face in return, and then jumps over the block, the storage container there, and right as he's like leaving the line of sight, there we go, is able to put down a fireball and come away with a kill there. Unbelievable. Both of those ninjas there just jumping non-stop.
Insane reflexes out of that play. My gosh. Karma has found Mikiri through the building right there and takes some shots through the window. Almanararas takes a tick of damage from the Mako as he misread the map slightly. Vidoki almost manages to throw Karma out into the Mako, but the follow-up shotgun shell does manage to hit him hard. As he's running away inside of that hide, it's not enough to fool Vidoki's senses as Karma drops down to dangerously low levels of health. Bio almost managing to infect him on the way by as Walrus retreats away and is sticking with his normal swooping engagement playstyle. Okay, he's looking to try and finish off and get a kill right here as Rin Mikiri rotates away from that open window and is looking to try and take an engagement himself now. Karma opening fire on the Chocobo as he drives by. Vidoki takes some shots on Rin Mikiri, but a blind goes down to try and protect them both. Almond Walrus' Chocobo finally drops down as Rin Mikiri and Almond Walrus hide inside a blind to make sure that they can stay safe right now. That's not safe enough though as he accidentally wandered into Karma, who was waiting for something to come around that fence. Both of them taking heavy damage, but Walrus drops Vidoki, who is pushed in as well. Vidoki and Karma have now engaged each other with the high-flying, jumping fireball action. Rin Mikiri drops Karma with the bomb launcher. Rin Mikiri coming in, dodging those Wraith shots and attempting to try and hit Vidoki with that bomb launcher. No, yes, there it comes out again. Gets hit by the fireball in return, but that Mako is pushing in dangerously close. Rin Mikiri hits himself with the bomb launcher instead, and away from Vidoki's cure that might have healed himself instead. It goes to the blade shift, but it does not manage to connect as a missed fireball lets Ren jump into the zone to deny Vidoki of a kill.
That was
something. That was some high-flying action.
I'm speechless again. That's 2 games in a row where these ninjas are not disappointing. There's so much high-end Like the skill cap of, or the, sorry, I don't even know what word to use. The skill floor of Ninja is just unreal.